Okay, this is some coursework produced on the AS3D design course here at Cirencester College, and this was produced by Georgis. We started with a bit of summer work which she worked on, and obviously she found a very nice beach to take some photographs and make some things, and it's very nicely presented. The background's worked in, there's bits of tissue paper here, a bit of a sort of watercolour wash, nicely cut out lettering, all looks very well presented. So from the very first day I'm optimistic that we're going to have some nice results. So over the page we've got some more sort of seaside related sketches and images, a little bit variable in quality, but they're big, bold, strong drawings, again nicely presented. Moving into what we're doing in the class, a nice variety of media. So we've got some biro work, some coloured pencil work, some sort of 2B, 3B pencil work, we've got an ink wash, we've got looks like oil pastels. So just on a double page spread we've got some command of a nice variety of media and materials. Looking at some artist research, Resende Sobral, nicely presented letters, nicely found research, all very neatly mounted, all looks clean and tidy and very organised. So the second artist she's looking at, Lottie Glob, again similar format presentation, very nicely colour coordinated, so picking up the colours of these images into the outline, and students have lots of different presentation methods, but this is certainly working well. So into some ideas for the resin, so we've got some interesting shapes here, quite simply explored, looks like watercolour or gouache, nice range of shapes and colours that she's looking at. Nice bit of collage work, just exploring colour and pattern, and some nice big, bold, strong shapes there. Then we've got the actual development of the resin pendant, so we've got evidence of the mould being made, the initial cast coming out and the final layers going in, and we haven't got a picture of the final piece there, all polished up. Then she moves into the ceramic vessel design. Again, nice presentation page, looked good. Some nice studies of seed pods and seed heads. Repeating some of the techniques, nice strong work with just with a biro, some strong work with colour, and she's really got command of shape and form and tone in a variety of methods. More artist research looking at Eva Hild, so she's followed the format that's worked well before and got some very well presented artist research. She's gone off, this was not an artist I particularly recommend, so she's gone off and done more than was asked for, which is always a sign of a top candidate, and found some really inspiring, interesting shapes and a ceramic artist who has worked from them, so that's really nice to see. Then she's got some research photographs, all related to seed pods and berries and things like this, and these are all things that are around the Cotswolds in the autumn, all around the home. It's nice to see someone go out and extend the project, and that's what it generally takes to get a high grade. So then this flows into some design ideas, and you can see a sort of pattern. She's got this style going, looking nice. And then we've got some models and maquettes working in paper and card, developing this, and then through to the final design, and it's all very thoroughly annotated, clearly explained. We know what she's doing and why she's doing it. Then it goes into the little copper leaf project, again big, bold, strong drawings, filling the page nicely, some little laminations here, making good use of that technology, strong shapes, colours and patterns, looking like a really strong project, developing the pattern as to what it's going to be like sort of graphically, nice series of developments, nice little model using plasticine, getting the three-dimensional element of that coming forward. Another artist to look at, William Morris, picking up on these very floral foliate sort of designs, and well analysed, well thought through, well presented, looking at Art Nouveau, closely linked in with the arts and crafts movement, a slightly different take on the sort of floral interpretation. So we've got some nice things there, and it's followed through to the final design. It's a really well made little design, well polished, well finished, and it looks good. On to the enamel piece, so some sketches out of doors in a variety of media. Looks like we've got some acrylic paint here, we've got some pastels, we've got some watercolour, again showing this range of abilities. Got her own photographs, nice interesting variety, some probably from the archive and some taken freshly, particularly for the project. Nice range of little sketches here, just exploring colour and pattern, looking at other artists again, looking at Turner, and nice bits of analysis explaining how colour and pattern and things have been used. Going into design ideas, experimenting to see what can be achieved with the enamel. So we've got a nice page of samples with some analysis of what's worked and what hasn't worked. And we've got a nice final design, well produced, so we've got a good final outcome. Then we've got the wire figure. So some quite open, slightly different style of drawing, which is nice to see it change and evolve. So some figures, some photographs taken of different figures or found doing different things. Anthony Gormley is an artist reference, so nice strong images, following her sort of well-proven technique of presenting it now. Looking at Alberto Giacometti, again following the same format. Then she gets into some nice big strong sketches of what her wire character might look like. And that's followed through to creating this design, which again is well evidenced. That takes her through to an architectural form. So she's got some nice quick sketches, looking at her own photographs of trips she's been on. Looking at Frank Gehry as an artist reference. Some nice quick shapes exploring that. And a very quick maquette. It was a very quick project, that one. So that was the first mini projects, and that collection of work took about 10 weeks, so represents just the start of the AS course.